the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
On the set.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. I'm
coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hook up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up. Hey, orbit.
In your face.
Say go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Line 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D.
All right.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Switch. Begin.
Gun. Again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready?
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got you.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's going to be caught. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
That's it.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant.
54 Mike.
5.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
Deep grip.
On second and 12, Minshew. And caught by Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm going to run you over. Mike spot 4. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Alpha. 55.
Now Minshew. He completes it to Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike spot 4.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, team 6. Now.
On fourth down, Minshew for Keenan Allen. That's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Check 99.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, exit. Hey, rough it up.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check tight.
Go.
Tighten up, tighten up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dontari Poe, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch what? But.
Great.
Right here. Check.
To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Newton now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Kill.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch 54. I got you. I got you.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
On 2nd down, Minshew. They set up the screen for Henry. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Get it.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On the run, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Check 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 56.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes.